EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set. Yellow lady. You kill.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On second down, Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brees. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 39 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond, as you just noted.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Check 52. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12 yards there and a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I got 19.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it.
And Kamara has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 56 yards. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Guys.
Stay it open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Kill. 80 weapons. Good job. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Bree's going to throw. And that is incomplete here. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. And take it.
Let's go.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ryan And finding the tight end Hooper. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Breeze now to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80!
56. Let's go.
Face, face.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 56.
Gun.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put
Hey, South.
56 to Mike. 56 is the mic.
They gonna need some.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you, Pop.
Here's Ryan. Staying on his feet. Stays on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
From the 41, Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they took a shot there, trying to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Nice hit, boy.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on fourth. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Ready, we're ready, we're ready. Hey, free players.
Check 31, check 31.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready, go.
Throwing now is Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, you ready?
47. Check, 47.
I want that.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ryan to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Ready, back 25. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, Freeman looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Ready, we're ready.
Right there, 56. Who that?
Now Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, they'd be up in the 300s right now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.